stipulation, but we will do an expedition. Expedition time. Just hit play, hit expedition, hit embark, use one of our 4 tokens. Should probably do more expeditions off stream just to feel like I'm getting full value out of those tokens. All right, I mean, in terms of middle stipulation, it's actually looking kind of good. Not as far as I'd like to be, honestly. Although, like, the Yasuo pack's kind of interesting, but we get harrowing just like right off the bat. Yeah. You've attacked with 7+. This covers 3 of that. I'm just gonna take this. Yeah, it's pretty good. Oh my god, we get to flip Lucian with. Oh gosh. So what if we did middle pack stipulation? Zed is also a good one. I think it is middle, though, is the stupid thing. Oh, what was the name of this pack? I forgot to look. I forgot that that's a thing. It's been literally a week since I've done one of these. This probably would have been better with, what's his face? Yasuo, because it has this, or this rather. Gosh, elusive is pretty sweet. Yeah, let's, this is an actual deck, so why not? Rekindler is pretty good. Blighted Caretaker, though, and Warden's Prey. Oh, gosh. Nivik. This is Nivik's fault. What? Hold on. Come on. Come on. Come on. You're an athletic cat. You can jump. Let's go. He's just like sitting there staring at me. Yes, I know it's middle. I'm trying to get a cat. There we go. All right. I like removal. Apparently you can see the future because I think this is just another middle pack. Fills our curve a little. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Ooh, that's pretty good, actually. Senna versus Soul Shepherd. Three. I think it's just this one. Yeah. Okay, okay. Yeah, time to break the streak. We either go left or right here. These are good cards, but I think between Senna and Soul Shepherd, we have better options on the outside. Senna goes well with Lucian, obviously. I don't like this card, but it's probably still good. All right. We'll go Retribution. Last breath, create a random elite card. I don't like any of these packs. Remitted? Oh. Sorry. Yeah, that's true. Challenger is basically just removal, so... And this has Last Breath on it, so we'll go back to our middle strategy. Scuttlegeist is a very cheap 5/5 in our deck. Does this count towards your attacking with ephemerals? Ooh. We're not going to trigger this, though. This is going to be a very sad Bannerman. So, if I attack with Stirred Spirits and I support onto something... Oh, so it does? Yeah. 2 spells in 1 is pretty good. Alright, alright. Warden's Prey and Thorny Toad. Another Rekindler. I think I just take this one. Thorny Toad isn't very exciting. But it is just a 2-drop with a big butt. That gains 2 life when it dies. Toss I could do without. Oh yeah, I guess that is an elusive, huh? It also adds 2 Demacia for our Bannerman. Ooh, this is to increase our possibilities. Yeah, Hapless Aristocrat and Single Combat are good, but let's just go all in on this one, huh? Pick a follower, create an ephemeral copy of it in hand. Shark Chariot's pretty good. Yeah, this is pretty easy. Shadows and Dust. Scuttlegeist and Warden's Prey. Which one is Warden's Prey again? Put the thing in. Ooh, Radiant Guardian. So good, though. Another Vanguard. And a 1/4 for 2. So not this one. Radiant Garden just wins. Yeah. Radiant Strike, give an ally +1, Succession, summon a Dauntless Vanguard. Huh. Yeah, Purify can be good. Kill an ally, then revive it. Revive a random ally that died this round. I think it's just this one. Helps curve. Oh, yeah, we do have a lot of ephemeral units. Huh. Single combat is a thing. What is it, Dauntless Vanguard? 3/3. It's not a very good pump spell or a very good unit. Like, this is removal, this is protection. I really like Chronicle of Ruin when you have like Warden Spray and stuff in your deck. It's funny with... Oh, we don't have the card I thought we had. Chronicle of Ruin also can trigger our Lucian. Like, we can Chronicle of Ruin sacrificing Cinna, and then Lucian flips. Yeah, I'm just gonna take this one. We'll make it work. Glimpse Beyond. Ooh. Kill an ally to something? No. Alright, I forgot y'all could vote. Hold on. Please hold. Please hold. Please hold. Now I can see votes. What is this? Summon 2 Dauntless Vanguards, then grant elite allies +1/+1. Yeah, I think Glimpse Beyond is just too good to pass up here. Alright. Play grant an ally +2/+2. Fully heal an ally, then double its power and health. Grasp the Undying is great, so is Vengeance. What's our Demacia count at? 12. I like removal. Like, that's really good removal too, but another blighted character. Yeah, like Vengeance is just so hard to pass up on. Alright. Two allies +3/+3. Purify. Oh, yes. We found the switch, chat. We found the switch. Yeah, not close. Put an Everglade Collector in your deck that has things die. Even if your deck doesn't, like, naturally have things die, this is a good card. Alright. We've made a deck. I have this pink shark. I'm going to use it. He could see that you were considering leaving, bud. Ooh, matching boards. I don't have any way to have any... I guess this just naturally dies. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, we'll just keep this. Get in for 2. Hey, disposable hero.
The chains, they never stop.
Flavor and spice.
Hand to the face. Just leave me alone.
Okay, bye. Jeez, rude.
That light.
I have to attack, so I don't think that's something I want to play right now. I want to attack with ephemeral units. I am really glad I didn't use that on that. Cool. Okay. Yeah, look at that free trigger. Kill this thing. Then pass the turn. We can play this next turn. No, don't do that. Oh, that's rude. So rude. Oh, yeah. We go Neverglade Collector into this. Oh, boy.
Can't fight on an empty stomach.
We are taking a lot of damages. Huh. So, do I play this now? I can't really attack it into these? Like, I don't want to trade? Yeah, Spirit's Bannerman might be the thing. Let's see how badly we whiff on this Bannerman. Then we have this to deal with that.
The Winter's Claw will purge the
God, that's so punishing.
safeguard our citizens.
Yep. That's not surprising. Because now they get to block one of these, and this becomes a 6/8 with Overwhelm.
Go on, give me a scar.
I need to attack to trigger this.
Just another winter.
Plus I have this anyway.
Noxious wills. Feel the
Oh, right there.
sizzle. Eat up, friend. Do not waver.
So we take 6. These trade. We go up to 5, and then this is dead.
Grievous, avenge me. Eyes bigger. Let fury spill from the sky.
Sorry, what? They drafted a lot of large lads, and we're definitely having issues with that. we got this one. Overwhelm, overwhelm, overwhelm. Other allied. Oh my god.
Nothing can stop me.
We don't have anything in our deck that can deal with this, huh? Yeah. It's a lot of large lads. We got that at least. Got that going for us. Alright. Gonna regroup. Try this again. We can get a Bark Beast. Or another Neverglade Collector. But this is like super synergy. We have two though. Neverglade is very good. Bark Beast is also good, and it's good earlier. I talked myself into it. No, that's fine. I think Bark Beast is the discipline take there, but come on. Twisted Fate Yasuo. 3 factions. But since when has this stream? Exactly, that's what I mean. That's why I didn't take it. What if I just... I'm gonna keep this and just like bank and then play these and this on the same turn.
Nothing but the stink of blood and sweat.
All right, we have those cards in our deck, don't we?
There's plenty of killing there.
It's okay, we got one right on top here.
You'll soon understand my methods.
Oh wow, they did that backwards. Unless there's something else in their hand. See? Why did you doubt me?
There's a chill in the air.
No! No, don't kill him. I just got him. Ka-ka-ka! That's pretty good.
Follow the wind, but watch your back.
Man. Ruining all my plans by playing good cards.
Time to get rich.
Yes. All right, so can do this. Mark 2 damage on this. This only takes 2 and lives. Trade there. I hate being 1 mana short of everything I want to do.
I'll take them dead or near enough.
We got him next turn, though.
Never lost a fair game. Played one.
Oh, that is really good.
All
Because they do 2 there, and then this does 2 to it. Why do I always come away from these things thinking, like, I have no idea what I'm doing? He just, like, laughs? Is that his big thing?
Rough technique. Good results.
Man. I think this saves the most damage. It's a large lad. Getting that 6/5, pretty good. Okay. I mean, I'll trade. Alright, so this is going to do 2 to this, and it gets stunned. Offer trade. Oh. I just understood what this means, by the way. Is that a permanent buff? I didn't read the card. This round. Okay, not permanent.
The chains, they never stop.
So now this will stun that. Ooh.
I'll do what must be done.
How much does this cost? 7? I can make a copy of this and then stun these two. I think that's the line. Okay.
Yasuo, show yourself. The dead don't need riches.
It's ephemeral anyway, but... Okay. Yeah, exactly. Ooh. Let's see. We have 11 mana here. We can actually do this into this without having to lose our 6/5 for no reason. Yeah, Haunted Relic. Also, we can actually do all of that. Okay. That's a... Okay, that was odd how that happened. Wow, they took 3. Okay,
Virtue guides me.
kill you. And now we're set up this round to do this plus this after blocking here.
Nothing can stop me.
These are 8, which leaves me 2. I have 11. Wait, 5, 8, 11. Do I hit? Of course. Oh, this is not the card I thought it was. I'm dumb. Anyway. Alright, so this actually lets this live. Then I can block here.
I protect my own. So little to ask. Curse you.
What was the 4-1? I can look. Nah, I don't want to do that. 1 more damage on that. That's true.
Crown
Okay. Do I just harrowing? Wait. Hold on, hold on. If I do this here, this is 13 mana? So I can actually... No, that doesn't make sense. And I have Yone too? Oh god. Oh, it doesn't do the stun thing. Never mind. You have to play it from your hand. I don't have room to revive, so that's sad. Actually, I can attack with this too. What? I don't understand what you mean.
Gotta get out of here!
I'm just gonna do this. And then we're gonna roll the dice on. Well, if one of these dies, right, and then I do miscall, does it come back as ephemeral?
No. Your end is my duty. This isn't part of the training.
We didn't have space for that. Because we have 6 things. It would just, like, go off the end, wouldn't it? Like, this would be able... No, I'm pretty sure I've done that before. You choose what to replace when you cast it, but when something is created, it doesn't work like that. Well, that's just dying. Alright, well, I want to see what happens when I do this, though. Oh! I get to keep it. The answer is I get to keep it.
My friend and I are toll collectors.
Well. Oh, well.
Those pockets look awful heavy. Just leave me alone!
Yeah.
We've been through a lot.
I technically did this backwards, but whatever.
Let recite protect me.
Alrighty. That was pretty sweet. Now we know when it's revived, it loses ephemeral. Hit your opponent's nicer with elusive. We did it once. Alright. Alright, what are we looking at here? Third Neverglade Collector. Yeah. I have 2 options for a third Neverglade Collector. One of them has Blighted Caretaker in it. Cursed Keeper is like the best thing to sacrifice. We can so easily flip Callista in this deck. Yeah. Yeah. I think the answer is this one, honestly. Because this gives us more ephemeral units to attack with. Callista flips super easily and is a cheap threat. And then Hapless is another thing that we have to sacrifice, which we're kind of lacking. Not a lot of ways to sacrifice in general, though. So maybe that's not as relevant. Like 2 Blighted Caretakers if we take this. Chronicle of Ruin. An Ethereal Remitter. There we go. I got there. Yeah, so we don't actually have a lot of ways to sacrifice things. So these aren't particularly relevant in our deck. Of note, this would boost our chances of Bannerman hitting. Because we would get one more Demacia card. You hate Keeper that much? That's crazy. Yeah. I picked one. Let's go. Who knows if it was right? My opponent will tell me now. I wish I was at the point with this game where I could deck build better. I'm not comfortable with the cards and all that. Okay. Definitely don't want that. This has tension with this. Okay. Sure. Just all that junk in my trunk. Clunk in my trunk. Whatever.
The Winter's Claw strikes. The Winter's Claw.
Junk in my clunk, right? I like it. They played it, and it's just like, the Winter Claw strikes, and then it attacks like, the Winter's Claw.
Sentinels of light don't fear the dark.
Mighty good right now, because that's how variance works, right? Who knows? This could be the first one we drafted.
Pledge to Sejuani's service.
My gun does the talking.
My gun does the talking. Boop.
We go where the War Mother bids.
All right, chat. You ready to high roll? 11 hits.
Safeguard our citizens.
0 for 3. That is just a 4-mana 3/3, friends.
Do not waver.
We can do this and then kill this.
Our land.
They're not going to play another unit because they only have 1 spell mana. There's a win-loss counter on my face.
United, nothing can stop us.
Go ahead. Scare.
Cinna just like aggroing out here is pretty sweet. There was a win-loss counter on my face. Interesting.
You own what you take.
Wait, how did she get buff? Grant the top ally in your deck +3/+. Are you serious? Heck.
Lovely day for a battle.
Lovely day for a battle. We draw a card here, we get to drain them, we move one of their threats. I still think we do this plus this here. I can't attack though because of that. I could Onslaught of Shadows into Radiant Guardian, and then next turn worry about killing Sejani. 0, I assume. Yeah. Not a 1. Alright. Wait, wasn't this over here? Yeah.
Forever watch.
Attack here. Get 2 on this. Then these will die and we get to play this. This does represent 6 damage.
Justice will be served.
So that's nice.
Stand and fight.
Oh, right. That's how that card works.
I will end this here.
Anyway. Anywho. Well, that's just mean.
World in perfect stillness.
Gosh, they're at 3?
Ready for deployment. No one's the wiser.
Are they? Well, that means they're definitely dead. They have died. Because I get 2 Spectral Riders, they have Ephemeral, and then I can kill something with this and win the game. That kills you.
Moving into sight. I will endure.
Neverglade Collector doing work. These blocks kill you. Everything kills you, unless they can kill Neverglade here. Stun. Sure. Goodbye! Okay. Yeah, right? There was basically, short of killing the collector, there was no way they were winning from that position. We're getting this play cards thing done pretty quickly with this deck. Alright, what are our options here? I think our only 2 real options are between Dark Beast and Scuttlegeist. Yeah, and I was going to say this one easiest because this just doesn't do anything in our deck. Like, Missed Call is still pretty important to us, so... It's that time. Goodbye, Riddle. We'll listen to your screams. Okay. Alright, so we have Vile Feast, we have Stirred Spurts. I think I'm just gonna replace our 2 most expensive spells here. This is a fine 2-drop. It's just like a 3/2 for 2. Perfectly fine. Yup. Boop. What is this? Constructed? Meow. Yeah.
Soldier is worth 10 foes.
Blah, 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 blah,
Take
blah.
what we need to survive.
When I survive damage, grant me +3/+0. Just gonna pass. I guess I could have attacked here, and if they block, I could block with the spider. It's probably the correct play.
I will unite the Freljord.
This is gonna go poorly.
The glory of
It worked! Even though we have 1, 2 already, 3 of our 11 basically. So one of
As the arrow flies.
8 is on top there.
Do not waver. I protect my own.
Yeah, I figured they had some sort of like brittle steel, but oh, it's a Lucian.
Push back the darkness.
Push back the darkness. I'm Batman.
Strength in grace, beauty in the blade.
I'm sorry, what? I have no idea what you just said, my dude. Oh boy. Okay.
A true Freljordian welcome.
Another day in paradise.
It sounds like Florida right now. Another day in paradise.
Show me a target.
Moonfang smells blood.
On
Arrows
down.
at the ready.
Gosh, she's really close. A block. Block. Gosh, I could just put this like one away from flipping here.
Meet them head on. Looking grim.
And then we get to do this. It seems pretty good.
Smell that, Varg? Fear.
Yeah, that's pretty good right there, my friends. Ahaha. Don't play a big beefy boy. Don't play a big beefy boy. Lucian's about to flip. No. Okay. He has been frostbitten. Oh, we could.
United, nothing can stop us.
You're so right. Duh. Obviously.
Tear them apart.
I'll sleep when they're dead.
I'll sleep when they're dead.
What will you have?
Boo! Heals are cheats. Alright, so they're obviously opening attack because they have 6 units here. 2, 4, 7, 10, 14, 17.
We'll make quick work of you.
Oh no. Oh no, they don't know how to sweep all. Yeah, I was just thinking that. And then we rally? Yeah. Okay. Yep, we can play the second collector before attacks.
Don't get in
Lucian of their own.
I'll take him dead or near enough.
This still attacks pretty well in, so...
Doubt.
My life for Avarosa.
I pity you, you fool!
Oh, Frostbite's true, but it looks like they don't have it, because... This block, unless they have a pump spell for this. This block is... Yeah, I was about to say, blocking a 3-1 against an Overwhelm unit, not a good idea.
I'll protect the villages.
Stop this!
Yeah. That would be a good last card. Ooh, so they're flipping their Lucian here, notably. But, like, we get to attack next turn? We get to 4 Demacia in attack. Or yeah, or we could just open with this. I'm gonna go all in here. Yeah. Pretty good.
I've bigger scars.
Intruders, stay back.
Let's talk about your dad.
Stand and fight.
Cool. They're dead. Their Lucian flip, though. They got that going for them.
Stay dead.
And stay dead. That's the only thing that makes him not Batman, is he's all about, like, things dying and using guns. But, like, other than that, he's definitely Batman. All right, we get to add another champion to our deck. Remembrance, you say? Play, killed the 2 weakest enemies if an ally died this round. Huh. Shark, Chariot, and Blighted Caretaker, you say? Yeah. Yeah, alright. Gosh. Remembrance is a very control-y card where it's just like, I want to bank on the first few. I guess in this deck, we could cast it off of having things die. I was confused because Pizza was talking about a Yeti and a light blinking, and I was just like, no, the Yetis are like, what? I was thinking of too much Runeterra, basically.
Confine and contain. Nothing escapes my notice.
I didn't even see what they were playing. Okay. Yeah. I figured it out eventually, but just at first I was like, what's happening? So if I wait, the next time I have the attack token, I'll be able to do this and this. Yeah, look at that. We're on the same path here.
Batter 'em!
Track them down.
Eat up, friend!
Just take this. I guess I could just make a spiderling here, and that way this does the full thing, right? This represents 3, and this represents 3. That's 6, but then we get rid of the 1. So yeah. I wanted to bank so that I had 3 spell mana. That's fine. All right. So now we caretaker.
One's a garden.
This gets us 5 towards Hecarim, so he attacks once and he levels. Yeah. And we get to go Neverglade Collector into him. Just like hashtag doing it. Sure. Pins and needles here. Yeah. This is quite the curve we're working on. This probably means they're opening attacks, which is kind of sad. Ooh, another one.
Tremble before the winter's claw.
They'll see me sooner or later.
But from every fallen, a new seed.
Feel the sizzle!
Oh, that's true. I could have gotten in 2 more points of damage.
Ablaze.
No.
Can't fight on an empty stomach.
Oh. Well played. Okay, fine. Guess I'll just level my Hecarim. Are you serious? He summons 2/2s, but they become 5/2s. So, yeah. I think we still attack.
Fall by my sword.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so that's fine.
A delicious challenge.
Wow. Blowout. Now they have lethal. 10, 11, 12. So I have to draw our Doomblade here.
Batter 'em.
Right on. We'll take what we want.
You know the worst part is that they didn't, like, dragon kill. Reverse Doomblade, yeah. Look at this, I didn't lose anything for that loss. I even get to add a card to my deck. It's pretty good, honestly, so far. Another Glimpse Beyond. I don't want to lose Grasp. Don't really want to lose Vile Feast. I kind of like this trade. Purify hasn't done literally anything for us, and Glimpse is a playable card. We're 3, and we have a loss. So that means we're probably going to lose now that you've asked. Yetis are only myth. Oh. Or are they? I don't think I've ever beaten a what's-his-face deck. This looks weird, but I think this is right. Well, Heimerdinger. Well, at least they're not doing anything, I guess. Play a unit.
After them?
After 'em.
Alright. This worked out very well for us, chat. Sure.
There you are.
They grow up so fast.
I just... the effort to do anything that turn. What's this? Summon an illegal contraption. Sure. Attack me. Fell into my trap.
Chance. My saplings.
You fell into my trap. I mean, all things considered,
I'll take 'em dead.
could be a lot worse.
logical.
I'll pet the shark instead. He's not here right now. The cat. I just heard him. He's screaming from the other room. Oh, here he comes. Here he comes. Well, I don't get him yet. Wow, rude. He is being pet. I can see it. Let's see. Let's see. What am I doing here? Just play a big 5-4 so we can block. He's so demanding.
Wet.
Hey, bud. Hey, bud. Okay.
Divert our power to main laser.
God, when he shakes his head, drool goes everywhere. No, you have to stay. You literally just got here. You literally just got here, bud. Come on.
My most groundbreaking invention to date.
Shark, cat, try. Taking 5 here, but we get this. Ooh, that was actually a good one. What am I doing? Don't want to play either of these things. I could play another collector, but then they just like open. I'm just gonna play another collector.
A machine for sports ball.
I just never beat Heimerdinger.
Have a mushroom. Have 3. Look out!
Got another pet the cat redemption. Oh, he wants to lick me instead. This counts.
They grow up so fast.
Alright, well, I lose, apparently. I was being licked by a cat, and I didn't see what happened. Pump spell of some sort. Again, never beaten that. Ooh, Teemo. Teemo and a puff cat peddler. In. We could go the Shin route here. Yeah, it's probably Ash, but I was just thinking we could go the Shin route and just barrier our Teemo, which is kind of funny. Alpha Wild Claw is just like a big dumb. Yeah, alright. Brittle Steel and yeah, I think it's just Frozen Solid. Let's get it. Let's see, let's see. Ooh, Rummage. Why? I hate this card so much. Oh, Icy Yeti is... See, this is like your bomb pack here. I hate this card so much. You know what? I like Rummage, but I'm going here. Just because that stupid card. Create a Sumpworks map in hand. That gives elusive, right? Yep. When I'm drawn, I cost 1 less this round. Kill all enemies with 0 power, then frostbite all enemies. Brittle Steel. Yeah, Brittle Steel is great in this ends games, and it's not really a 7 cost because of spell mana, but our top end is a thing. No, not interested in you. Gosh, this card has killed me so many times. Elixir of Iron is usually a blowout too. Oh yeah, because them drawing cards. Yeah, we don't have a whole lot of ways to. Ooh, Chump of Wumps. Here we go, and another Peddler. It's a look. I know what a timeout request looks like. All right. Yeah, I know. That's the problem. Like, these are 2 really good cards. And, like, this is a 5-drop, so even though it's expensive, it's not these. Is this even a meme? Like, these are just good with Teemo. Hello? I'm actually gonna go the Clump of Wumps and Suit Up. Suit Up is a great card. Clump of Wumps helps, so let's go there. Ooh. Ooh, these two together are very good. Chump Wump. Pick a follower, transform me into it. No. Yeah, it's definitely pack 1 here. She Who Wanders. Play, obliterate all followers with 4 or less power. Oh my god. Summon, draw a unit with 5+ power. This card's really good in our deck. Yeah, easy Enlightenment. This is a big deck. Mystic Shot, you say? I mean, this is another good 2 and another great 5. Yeah, I think we just stay on the plan of flipping Ash, I guess. God, are you serious? I just, how many Rhyme Tusk how rare is what I want to know, because she's apparently a rare. Ooh, that's a good removal spell. Those are really good too, though. I know. It's funny. Like, this is a really good Teemo pack, and this is just, like, an absurd Ash pack. God. Yeah, all right. We'll give Teemo some love. Ruthless Raider. Fury of the North is interesting. really interested in that. Yeah. Kindly Tavern Keeper is actually pretty important in this deck. Like, we already have one, and getting a second one's pretty good because, yeah, exactly. We have so many biggity bums that we just want to live. No. Are you serious? Whoa, Rhyme Flame. Okay, never mind. I thought this was another Rhyme Tusk Shaman. I was like, what the heck, man? But yeah, we'll take another wolf over Clump of Wump, sure. I'm not excited with how the Shark dances. We can do better. We can do better than Shark, chat. Kenny's the obvious choice, so I'm gonna try something a little different. Stormy, what's up? What's up, bud? Come here. Hey, fluffy boy. Hey, fluffy boy. Fluffy boy. He's in too awkward a position for me to pick up. Plus, he would hate it. What's not to like? But we would have Stormy on stream, wiggling and squirming and complaining the whole time. Oh, I like it. I like it. He does a flip and parachutes. Sure, sure, sure. Up.
A chill in the air.
Forgot to mute the things. All right. We'll take one. I don't care. Woof. Do I really care about either of those things? Not really. When I'm summoned, frostbite enemies with three. Oh god. Actually, this works perfectly because we could just do this.
Come on in.
And now their attacks did nothing. Y'all enjoying the parrots, by the way? God. Oh, he left. He left right as you... Oh. Goodness gracious. What terrible timing. Bloop.
Bring me the calm of an ice-shrouded world.
Buddy. Yep. Now time to just lay down the bombs. This is how you pet a cat, right? You just have this look like you're gonna leave. But last time I did this, you stayed, so we're gonna try this out. 4-3. Oh, this is slow. That's kind of annoying. I'm just gonna eat their 8 mana here.
Ice runs in our veins.
Timo! No, cat. Oh, whatever.
Another day in paradise.
That's kind of annoying.
Winter take you.
What did we catch?
Reporting in.
Oh, yeah. You don't kill my Timo. I should have shattered. No. We'll do this now while I remember. Man.
I'll protect the villages.
It's fine. We still killed it.
What did you find today?
Sends chills up my spine. Yeah.
Just got ahead. More for my collection.
This is the frozen shrooms deck people are talking about, right? Silence a follower. You gonna silence this one too? Okay. Actually, that's kind of bad for us because it means he didn't double those two. By not killing their stuff, right? No, friend, you keep your stuff.
These stories were true.
Oh, that's right. That's right. You're right. I know how cards work. I wish... Oh, okay.
I'm through waiting.
They're through waiting, apparently. Well, I want to update my board anyway. Upgrade my board anyway, so... And this is just a 3-3 now.
Bitter cold.
So...
Let's talk about your tech.
I wanted to mark more damage on this, which is why I did it like that.
Today we turn the tide of war.
Jump the clump. Yeah, okay, fair. I need this to die, though.
What will you have?
Because this is the only thing that this doesn't kill. on their side.
Take a look at this.
Take a look. It's in a book. Huh. I think this actually has a decent chance of drawing Ash. I know it hits my stuff. And Ash is flipped? Or one Wild Claw. Right. Because we did get 2 of these. Alright. In that case. Oh no! You get a frog flip because Riddle is being difficult tonight. Hey, you're supposed to flip. You flipped the last time I did this. There we go.
You'll go no farther. Halt.
Sure.
I've carved meat bigger than you.
Adventure starts with mushrooms.
The adventure starts with mushrooms is what everyone was telling me in high school.
Contain magic.
That was a drug joke.
I fight for the fallen. My soul
Yeah, that's
is
a-
yours to command.
Pretty good draw, huh? They're at 11 puff caps. They're at 10 puff caps. Alright. I think this turn, it's this, and then next turn, we play Ash. Unless we drew this. Okay.
Eyes blazing bright as
Boom, nailed it.
Strike for justice.
Pew, 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 pew.
It's just sleeping, right?
We frostbitten so many
Joe's
things.
the Freljord's true ruler.
Oh, yeah. That's funny.
Ice runs in our veins.
I have now flipped both of my champions in an expedition.
All the world on one arrow.
No, don't kill her. Kill. Oh. I wanted to attack this turn, and then do She Who Wanders on their turn, because this triggers every turn.
We weren't expecting callers.
The frost reveals all to
Well, we
me.
know what we're drawing, so that's the thing. Actually, we get to do this and kill their entire board and be left with a 6 and a 7 and a 5. I agree. Do I just do that now? Oh, this is slow. Still just gonna do that now. Just plague win them already. Oh, that's true. Yeah, it's fine. Look. We get to... Look, now I don't have to lose my board. This was a Reese's. You're allowed to eat Reese's any way you like. Or whatever the saying is. Never underestimate the power. You didn't do anything. I guess Timo did a little. Oh, we get to work on this quest a little bit. Win games in expeditions. We're working on that technically. Oh my gosh. Yeah, exactly. Look, the other Plague Wind wasn't a Plague Wind because I was going to lose units, okay? Another Ash, you say? Another Ash, you say? Look, these are really good removal spells, but... Meow! What's up, bud? You're just coming into the bathroom to scream at me? You weren't even put there. You did that to yourself. He literally just, like, goes into the bathroom, the most echoey place in the whole apartment, and just screams. Hear me roar. Timo on one, you say? Okay. Sometimes we're a Timo deck.
Where are you?
So they could have... Wow, I would have 1,000% attacked. They could have whale here, but... Look, I tried my hardest, okay? With a... Exactly. That's actually a really good description of how this deck is... It kind of pulled itself together. Gosh, we're so freaking lucky with Timo tonight.
Have a mushroom. Have 3.
I've heard about you.
Trendemir, you say? Alright, so... we attack here. Ruin his ultimatum. Oh, I could have killed this, huh? I was thinking about this since I put a bunch of stuff in their deck.
Finding details is my duty.
Ooh. That's good against that for sure. Combo assembled. This has regeneration, which is pretty annoying. Yeah. It'll lead it next turn. It just means I have to take one
Winter is
here.
the Freljord's true ruler.
Hawk not on one, right?
These old eyes still see far and clear. They're out there. I'll spot them.
It's a lot of units.
Safeguard our homes.
Lol.
Bitter cold.
I'm just gonna do it like this, and then frostbite. Actually, I'm gonna do this.
Fine totem.
They grow up so fast.
I could have blocked with Peddler. I don't know. I'm just so not worried right now, and maybe that's a problem.
What does he want from me?
Alright, so we hit
The
this.
frost reveals all to me.
Rhyme Fang. Fair. Fair. What if...
A chill in the air.
What if no? Right? It's all fun and games until this comes down. Yeah, I'd say. Oh no, the blowout. Oh, okay, they're just doing that. Oh no, I didn't attack with Teemo. I'm so dumb. It's fine. It's fine. Ah! I was so focused on killing their stupid 4/5 regeneration that I forgot to attack with Teemo. Wow. Wow.
Ice runs in our veins.
Ooh, Thermo Beam. I don't... What am I... Oh, she's leveling up next turn, so yeah, we're gonna play her. Okay. Yeah, trade the 3/1s off for sure. Wow, no shrooms. Can you imagine if I had, you know, attacked with Teemo last turn? If they make me eat this mana, it's gonna kind of suck, but I don't think they can. Yeah, perfect.
My life for Avarosa.
I don't mind them drawing cards.
I'll recite your rights.
And then we just take 5 here. I could block this one. We don't have a ton of spells, so yeah, I don't mind blocking here.
Light the signal.
Aha!
Alert the village.
Alright, and then we Ash.
All the world on one arrow.
And we can thermo their biggest thing, sure. I don't think so. Maybe? I don't know what order it happens in. Let's find out together.
There they go.
Success is planting your mushroom trap.
All right. Opponent didn't want us to find out.
Now begins a new era of peace.
Opponent was not interested in learning. Oh, we would be at 6 if I wasn't an idiot. But chat, I have bad news. I am definitely an idiot. Wow. Can I take all of these trades? Can I just take all of these? Like, holy crap. Yeah, let's get Shajan said. Let's get her in our deck. This is. I kind of want Teemo and it's fine. This is the trade. It's not close. Let's do it. Shin and Fiora. Oh no. Yeah, there you go. Let's just keep these two. Sure. The steel, it is quite brittle. Hopefully they play a unit to give this challenger, and then we can... Badoop. Perfect. Actually perfect.
A chill in the air.
My steel is yours.
Why are they... This doesn't kill it. Maybe I should have done this the other way around.
Save the homestead.
That's a Yeti. Sure, go. Boy.
Have a mushroom. Have 3.
Protect and strike.
Would a mushroom help? They grow up so fast.
Sad Poro. Look, you got 3 mushrooms for your trouble. There's one now.
What will you have?
And then we have this here to clean up anything. Might end up killing this with it. We can block that with suit up. But it just made like a large thing in their hand. Oh no. Who invited you? How will we ever win now? Oh no. I could just attack and suit up here.
Run away, bike!
My timer was running low, so I hit attack all. Nothing fishy to see here at all. They have 3 spell mana is a thing. Oh, it makes it a 4/4. It doesn't. I got it mixed up with the other one. That's fine. We don't have Teemo, so I don't care how many. Yeah. I got it mixed up with Fury of the North.
Wisdom is strength. I'm all formed up.
Yeah, exactly. Boy, am I glad that's not the card they pumped. Let me just say. Well, I drew a second one. To the window. No, wait.
Stand strong. I gladly serve.
Oh. We can kill it with this next turn, at least.
The fate of mortals and spirits falls to me.
Yeah, definitely found the thermo beam target. No! Ah!
We walk between realms.
Yikes! Rutro raggy indeed. You hate to see it, chat.
I find them unworthy.
You will be scoured from this land!
Right. So, let's see. Not gonna have 10 mana next turn to do this, unfortunately.
I've carved meat bigger than you. Let's talk about your dad.
Do we go to 8 to mark 3 damage on Shin? He's so close to leveling. Yeah. That's true. Like, we still have this to contend with is the issue. I think I might use Shatter here on this. And then hook it. No, that doesn't. Shatter the Guardian. That's probably smart too. Yeah, I should have shattered the Guardian, huh? Please be a pump spell and not a... Wow. Wow.
This'll take the chill off.
Yes, I can actually obliterate him with the right draw. I did not get that right draw, however.
We protect these woods if our wills align.
This does mean I get to frostbite both of these. Oh, never mind. That's not the card I thought it was. But still pretty good. Still pretty good.
Strike for justice!
I sense an imbalance.
Now I'm scared. This is some sort of trick, obviously, because... Well, that's obvious, but like... Oh, they're attacking because it doesn't die anyway. Sure.
I've carved meat bigger than you.
Sure. Okay. She who wanders.
The vanguard stand as one.
She who wanders. That's the only card that gets us out of this. I guess leveling Ash is cool.
Aim is true. All the world on one
This is health,
arrow.
right? Yeah, yeah. So this is gonna be frostbitten. I can hook this over here, and then the only thing that trades with Ash is Shin. Seems a bit much. Shin doesn't trade. Right. I was gonna frostbite it too and waste my frostbite. Shin does not do anything, huh? All right, we have mushrooms in their deck, huh? Oh, they're reordering. I was just like...
Ready, boy?
Yes, we are. 1000% on that plan. All right. 5. We take 7 here. Maybe I should have switched these blocks to mark more damage on this.
We walk between realms.
Well, but I have died. Pingu Power with the sub. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the bunch.
A lost battle.
Grab yourself a banana. Hang out. Thank you so much for that sub. Ah, yes. I'm at this point in the day. I need to win to get experience. All right. No? Create in hand a 6+ cost spell from your regions. Refill your spell mana. Do we want a 4th 7-drop? Yeah, this is the only one I think is reasonable. And it's kind of close. Fiora Anivia, you say. The interesting things you see in expeditions. This hand's pretty good. Yeah.
Nothing escapes my watch.
A true Freljordian welcome.
Let's see, what are we doing here? I guess we just get Rhymefang down. Don't really feel any need to attack into this thing.
A chill in the air.
Huh? I could just kill this. I don't hate killing this since we have 2 Shatters and 2 Rhymefangs. Beam me up, Scotty. Oh, you're back. Oh, just straight into the bed, huh, my dude? On your own terms. Boop. we got some pet the cats instantly. You see, this is what happens when you come here, bud. You get doted with love.
What will you have?
Patience.
Uh-huh. A suit up. I've marked my target.
Can it be?
I've marked my target. Well, I was gonna save this, but now
Save the homestead.
but now.
Let's talk about your dad.
Who's gonna close up?
Yeah, I don't have to worry about that anymore. 3 or less health. Oh, that was such a good block. Holy crap.
What do you see, boy?
And now I get to just like do this.
Look
That's fine. That's rude. Yeah, they have a free block, but it's gonna die eventually. It's fine. We all, like, die eventually, man. Oh my god.
Bring me the calm of an ice-shrouded world.
Is this called just surviving until I can put this into play? Yes. Shaman and Wolf definitely. Oh. That's sad. Give all allies +2/+2 and overwhelm this turn? What? It's coming in hot.
Smell something.
Pardon? It's just this turn? One card, 1 mana, I'm at 3. They're not in Noxus. I mean, this puts me to 2, which is scary. But it does let me keep the Yeti. And then I guess next turn we get our second Shaman.
Ice runs in our veins.
All right. It's not like the best Winter's Breath, but it's definitely worth. I do have the mana for both. That's so brutal.
We protect these woods as they protect us.
Yeah.
Sends chills up my spine.
Oh no. Crap. So, yeah. Yeah, we breath here and then we wander next turn.
Ice runs in our veins.
They didn't lose any cards. That's scary. That was neat. I haven't seen that one before. Was that our first time dealing damage? No, second. Okay. All right. Yeah, it's 10/10 regenerate for reasons.
Steady time. An expert is at work.
Flavor and spice. Knocked and ready.
Okay. Let's go.
This?
Precision and grace.
A morsel of... Oh!
Flipped Anivia versus a 10-10 regenerate. Wait. No! No! I don't have any burst speed heals.
Snow, wind, and ice.
What a brutal way to end this one. This deck felt really sweet. That was like our second loss in a row, right? Yeah, that was our second loss in a row, because there's the bonus for finishing. Wow. That was super brutal. We got upgrades. And a harrowing that I didn't have, apparently. Gosh, that just always seems to be how I feel after playing Expeditions. I agree. Trial 2 was so much better, and it did worse. I don't know if I'm going to keep playing Expeditions. I know you enjoy it, but it just feels so brutal drafting what I think is, like, a really good deck, and then just flipped Anivia off the top. I don't mind them being time consuming. I actually think they're great for streams like this because they take about as long as I want to do a stream, but I just keep getting this feeling of just like, well, I did everything and here we are. Once again, nope, that's a song no one knows. Yeah. If you like Expeditions, I think they're still like the better version of drafting. They do a lot to sort of mitigate that feeling, but it's still there for me, so I'm gonna stick to playing constructed decks. We'll